Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it has been a hot moment since I've uploaded on my YouTube channel. I am so sorry. If you guys have been following me on Instagram and Snapchat, you would know that I just actually finally, after a million years, graduated once and for all. I did technically graduate early a few months back, but I just went home back to New York for the first time in 4 or 5 months since actually moving to California, and I walked with the rest of my class for my graduation and it was kind of iconic. Normally when I know I'm gonna travel, I pre-film videos for you guys, but this time I had a lot of really exciting meetings and stuff going on beforehand for projects that'll be coming out soon, so I didn't get a chance to pre-film, but I promise when you find out what I've been doing on the DL, it'll be worth it. While it was an amazing trip, I was definitely ready for it to be over with by the end of it, and I definitely missed being on my LA grind, working every single day, so I'm finally back home and I decided to sit down and film a video for you guys today. I tweeted asking you guys what you wanted to see because I wasn't really feeling any makeup inspiration at the current moment, and so many of you guys said to do a Q&A. Now you guys know I'm pretty much an open book. I am so open and honest with everything that goes on in my life. Y'all basically know every single aspect of it, especially if you are a loyal Snap fan follower, so I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different. So for today's Q&A, I thought I would do a Q&A based on what it's like being a social media influencer and questions that nobody really wants to answer. I tweeted asking you guys to send me harsh, honest, and hard questions to answer, and I actually got so many cool ones, so I'm super excited for this, and we're gonna be talking about everything from how much money I make, do I like meeting fans, weirdest experiences, and everything under the sun of what it's like to be a social media influencer. So if you wanna hear what I have to say on this and answer some really, really honest questions, make sure you keep on watching. Lacey asked, are most beauty gurus / social media influencers a lot different in real life than they present themselves on camera? Okay, so yes and no. For the most part, beauty gurus, everybody is like the exact same as they are on camera in real life. If anything, we just make a lot more jokes and can be a lot more ourselves because we kind of understand what goes on within the actual industry. But for other social media areas of like the spectrum and different careers and stuff, I would say more no. I've met a lot of people that are in the beauty industry that are so completely different as they are on camera in real life, but never in like a way that I've been disappointed or upset. It's just mostly in a way to like protect their image and to like keep their audience satisfied, if that makes sense. Loie asked, are you ever cautious about surrounding yourself with people from the industry? Like seeing the beef / drama 24/7 online, does it make you guarded? Abso-fucking-lutely. There are like maybe 3 people total in this industry that I actually trust. I have a lot of super close friends, but it's so sad to say that you can never really trust anybody, so I am super careful of who I really trust and talk to. I think finding that group of people that you can really trust is super important in this industry. As many of you guys know, watching from an outside perspective, this industry is crazy and has so much horrifying drama, so it's really important to find a group of people that you know you can love and trust and always look to when times get tough, because trust me, they do. Mika asked, when people are sponsored and they say it's their honest opinion of the product, is it actually? Now obviously it's gonna depend on the person you're watching. I can only speak for myself here, but in my case, yes, it is always honest. If you guys looked through my email and saw the amount of money and offers that I was given on a daily basis, you would probably be freaking shook to the core. So many brands reach out to social media influencers about campaigns, but I reject actually like 90% of them. I'm very blessed and thankful to have you guys and have a lot of different sources of income from all across my platforms. So for me and many other influencers, brand deals are not something that is like super vital to me to be waiting for the next paycheck. However, the ones that I do are the ones that I actually really do care about. So if I do like the product, I will definitely do the brand deal, take the money for it, and give an open and honest review. So if somebody's reviewing a product, it's usually because they genuinely do like it. It definitely can get twisted sometimes between some people, but like I said, I can only really speak for myself here. So if you guys are seeing me review a product and say that I like it, and if I'm being paid, obviously I do like it because I like it. What? Dan asked, has dating changed a lot for you since you've gotten so big? And do boys treat you differently? You guys know that boys and dating in general has never really been a strong suit of mine or like a talent. I'm pretty bad at it, so it hasn't really changed in the fact that I'm still single as fuck. However, I have noticed a lot more guys try to social climb me, which is so sad and so like gross to even think about, but I've just learned to be really careful with who I trust and try to date guys that are like on the same type of like social spectrum as me. I know that sounds so fucking shitty to say, but you have to think of it from my perspective. It's really scary to like really trust somebody and let somebody in if they have a lower amount of followers, just because you really don't know what their true intentions are. So it's much easier to talk to people that are on like the same wavelength, or at least like in the social media realm. I really hope that doesn't come across really pretentious and shitty. Follower count at the end of the day means nothing to me. My future husband might have 0 followers. who freaking cares? I'm just saying from a trust standpoint, it's a lot easier to talk to and trust people that have a little bit more of a social following, just so you are a little bit more sure that there's nothing going on the DL. Maya asked, what is it like to go from nobody caring about your mistakes to everyone pointing them out and criticizing you? If you guys have been following me for a while, especially on Twitter, you know that I definitely have gotten myself in a lot of pretty awful and offensive scandals. To answer your question, it's halfway really fucking annoying, but two, also I'm very thankful for it, and let me tell you why. The part that I absolutely hate is really old content. A lot of the scandals that I've gotten involved in, people love to frickin' dig up the past and old tweets and old stuff and just use them against me now. For me personally, the tweets that were pulled up were from 2013. They were gross and they were really offensive, and I've since apologized for them. I am not making any excuses for them because they should not have been said or came out of my mouth, and I definitely should have known better. However, that being said, there is literally no human being in the entire world that is the same person they were 5 years ago or the same person that they were when they were 13 years old. 5 years ago, I was just an average everyday middle schooler with like 100 followers on Twitter. They were all from my school. I didn't know what it was like to have a social following. I didn't have anybody watching me. I didn't have anybody looking up to me, so it was a very different world. I said a lot of really gross things that I shouldn't have said, and also a lot of things that I didn't really understand the true impact or underlying meaning of, and that's just because I didn't grow up with a lot of diversity around me. But now I know that those things are shitty and wrong, which is why I've apologized and why I'm addressing them. But it definitely does suck to have those things keep getting pulled up constantly when you've already tried to move on, educate yourself, and just be a better person in general. I definitely will always like reread my tweets and Snapchats before I post them, because I have so many of you guys watching me and looking up to me, which is a really huge weight on my shoulders, but it's something that I am so thankful for and something that I am so proud of, to be leading such an amazing community. I would never want to degrade, disappoint, or offend anybody on purpose, so I am so thankful that I now have you guys to call me out when I fuck up so I can further educate myself and just be a better person in general. Christian asked, if all of your followers disappeared overnight and you lost all of your influence, would you still continue to do what you love without a platform? I definitely think so, yes, but maybe not as frequently. If you guys have been following me for a while on Instagram, you know that I kind of started doing a lot of more creative and avant-garde style looks, and that's really where my heart lies. I've talked about this before on my channel, but I really don't like doing glam that much, and I usually only do actual like glam when it comes to events and filming YouTube videos, just because that's what really performs well, and that's what looks pretty for like photos and red carpet and stuff. So I probably wouldn't do it as frequently, and I'd probably only be doing makeup when it came to like the creative, artsy, crazy type looks, but I definitely still be doing makeup for sure because I love it, and this is like my hobby and, well, now my job, but if it wasn't my job, I would still love it, if that makes sense. Jayla asked, how much money do you get for brand sponsorships? Now this is a question that nobody ever answers, but I know everybody wants to know, but I'll tell you why they don't answer, and that's because it's actually illegal. When we do branded or sponsorship videos, we always have to sign contracts that say we're not going to discuss how much money we're being paid or what's going on behind the scenes, aside from the actual content that you guys are seeing on our Instagram pages. Now I've worked on campaigns and projects before that I absolutely cannot discuss the financials of. It is illegal. I'm not trying to get sued in any way, shape, or form, but I will tell you without giving any further detail that the most I've ever been paid when it came to a sponsored YouTube video was in the 6-figure digits. Leo asked, how much money have companies offered you to post about them on your social media? At the end of the day, your guys' trust is a lot more important to me than any amount of money. I will say that I have declined several over $1 million offers because it wasn't something that would fit my brand. Sema asked, be real, how many of the people you've collabed with are you actually friends with / comfortable with outside of videos? Every single one of them. Ryan asked, how many times have you cried because of hate? 0. Nikki asked, do you actually like to meet your fans, or does it get annoying sometimes? If you guys have met me in person, you know that I freaking love meeting you guys so much. It just makes me so happy to be able to put a name to the face of all the people that have been supporting me since day one, and it truly does warm my heart and make my day. I love meeting you guys, I love taking pictures, but I will say that the 1% of the time I fucking hate it is when I'm eating. Nothing bothers me more than when I'm about to stick my fork into like a nice juicy steak or eat some delicious french fries and ketchup and my Coke, than when I see somebody from the other side of the restaurant trying to take a slide picture like this as if I'm not gonna see it. That really bothers me. I just feel like eating is like a time of having a good time with your friends and family, and just like, it's just very disrespectful in general. So if you see me in public, please ask me to take a picture. I would love to freaking meet you. I will give you the biggest hug. We will take an amazing selfie. Just please, if I'm eating, wait until I'm done. And the last question for today, Caleb asked, do you love your job? To end this video on a positive note, abso-fucking-lutely. I am so thankful to be living my dreams and living this amazing life at only 18 years old. So many people can't even say when they're older that they do their dream job, and here I am, being very young, freshly out of high school, and just having an amazing time and having all of you guys watch and support me. It truly does mean so much that all of you guys are there on the other side of the camera, and even though there are hard days, I wouldn't trade this for the world. If you guys are like a loyal beauty community fan, you know that there's a lot of really shitty and annoying and awful stuff that goes down in this industry. It definitely is a very, very cutthroat and hard place to survive, but I would not still be here if I didn't love what I did. Trust me on that one. Alright guys, and that is all I have for this video today. My phone just died, so I'm all out of questions. Like I said before, I am very much an open and honest book. Being a social media influencer definitely has its pros and its cons. There's some amazing days, there is good pay, good friends, and cool opportunities, but at the same time, there's a lot of hate and really, really shitty situations that we all get ourselves into, so it's definitely a crazy world that I live in, but I'm very, very thankful to be where I am thanks to you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you learned a little bit more about me and my weird-ass job. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below. That lets me know that you guys love this video, and I definitely love to do more of these Q&A social media influencer videos in the future, so definitely leave me a comment and let me know if you liked it. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below and join the sisterhood. Also click that bell icon next to it so you can be notified every time I upload a video so you can be first to the page. Major shout out to Sister Jayla for sharing last week's video on Twitter. Love you, girl. Thank you so much for always following and supporting. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay shook, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!